Hiya Justin, well done in the lesson. Hope you found it helpful. Just a couple of points to run over now from the session. As you said, you were struggling massively trying to fade the ball left to right or even control the ball flight in terms of being a bit of a hook there. And if we look here at these two images, certainly from the left hand side here at setup, you can see an awful lot of shaft lean there at address. That's going to lead to a very, very strong grip. Left hand's very much sort of palm facing down, right palm facing upwards, in quite a sort of hooking strong position there, and that's going to make it pretty much impossible for you to keep the face or even open the face coming back down. The only way that face is now going to open is if your hands push forward even more and rotate even more to into a clockwise position, which is just physically impossible. If you think with me with that test, when you put the club kind of facing me towards me from a straight on position, you had the club kind of out in front of you like so. You trying to rotate the golf club evenly, you could hood the club face to point downwards, but when you try to open the club face to point upwards, the shaft would just move at the side. And the only way you could do that was sort of pushing the hands forward in like a cricket forward defensive position there. So if we can get yourself a little bit more neutral through address, so the club shaft now is just leaning between your left shoulder and the left side of your head. The grip now as a result of that, as you can see now, is being in a much more neutral position. From there, you got a chance now to sort of control the club face. If we look here on the left-hand side as you go back, you were trying to sort of take the golf club back steeper, which, yes, in turn would give you a fade. But the steep angle of attack here now is all well and good. But if you look as you come back into the golf ball, you sort of come down here sort of frame by frame. You can see coming into this position here, trying to hold the club face open with your left hand, the back of your left hand now, or so the back of your glove, should we say, and the watch is pointing towards the camera. So I'm just trying to hold on to that club face. But if we watch this now, just the physics of where that hand position was, you can't hold that any longer. And if we look in as we come into golf ball now, you can see the club face now whipping over, your hands kind of returning back to kind of where they want to be. And if you look at that club face there now, you can see, we look at your right hand here, your hands there and your hands there, they don't look too dissimilar. Your hands have kind of come back to the kind of the neutral position, but that club face now we can see is aiming, well, almost 45 degrees left. So there's no way a fade is ever going to occur from that position. Added to the fact as well, you're aiming a long way right, as you can see. So if we can try and get a bit more neutral in the setup, as I say, it's going to feel certainly strange in that left-hand position there, and the right hand sort of sitting a bit more on top. As the club goes back here now, top of the backswing, club's in a very, very good position. As we start coming back down, any kind of scoop now with the hands, at least here, that club face is striking the golf ball with a much more of a square club face. Admittedly, the hands are a bit behind the golf ball, kind of a bit scoopy, flicky, which again is a very tough position to fade the golf ball from. But at least at that impact position, we can see we got a chance, as opposed to that impact position where the ball, well, the club face is so close, you've got no chance, Justin. The ball's just going to go left all day, and then you just start aim further right, and then you kind of, the only way the ball could kind of be a non-hook was just you blocking it and sort of shoving out to the right. There was some kind of means of moving your hands forward, but very, very difficult to do that on a consistent basis. So at least now as the club then goes through and becomes sort of the finished position, that club now relative to its position is a lot squarer compared to that one there as we come through. So work on that setup, get yourself in a much more neutral position. Practice, like I say, pointing the club perhaps towards a mirror and just kind of see what range of motion you've got with the club face. So if the club face leading edge is pointing upwards to the sky, like so, can you rotate the club face this way and that way equally? If the grip is too strong, you'll have a lot of rotation going this way and minimal amount opening up with the club face. So work on that to try and get the feel in the grip to make sure it's better. As I say, in terms of the movement, the grip being a little bit squarer, we can start returning that golf club back to the golf ball with a bit more of a square impact, as we can see coming back into the golf ball there. We'll work next session, hopefully in not a year's time probably, by getting the hands back in front of the golf ball to keep that club face in a more square position. But first and foremost, get your grip on the club better, get yourself setting up the golf ball better, and we can move on from there. So hope that all makes sense, Justin. Any questions, obviously feel free to give me a shout, and I will see you soon. Cheers, mate.